Andre, hey, how you doing? Okay, I've got your work up here. Now, the first thing I notice is that the sketches aren't submitted. So there are 30 sketches that are due with this assignment, and that's part of the assignment requirements. I had reinforced that in that course announcement. I left the announcement um, clarifying the deliverables expected for this assignment, and in that I did, it's in the course announcements if you want to go and take a look at it, but in that I did specify that the sketches are required for this assignment. So we're missing about 30 sketches. It's 6 sketches each for one for the logo, one for the letterhead, one for the business card, and well, 6 sketches each for the logo, the business card, the letterhead, and both ads. That's a total of 30 sketches. So, okay, so we've got Nathan watches. All right, so good logo. I think the logo is pretty interesting. I think if one thing, this intersection right here is a little bit cumbersome, kind of reducing the legibility, or I should say the readability of the word Nathan. So I would recommend moving that away from that watch hand right there. Okay, and then we jump from here to this. Now this these watch hands you're using as a design um, element, they're just really in complete competition with the logo. As a matter of fact, they're stealing hierarchy away from the logo. And you should be thinking in your head right now, this is based on one of last week's quiz questions. Why is it stealing hierarchy from the logo? The reason is because it's got much, much more visual weight. Um, this is such a visual weighty piece. It's really the first thing someone's going to look at when they look at this. It's at the top and the bottom of the letterhead. And what's happening is it's forcing the eye to ping pong back and forth. And this is secondary, complete secondary information based on a visual weight of these two design elements here. My recommendation is not to use these design elements and just to compose accordingly. Now, as far as the contact information, what I would do here is I think this is an interesting setup. A great configuration for a business card is logo over here, then take this information here and just start aligning it. Left aligning it right here, include this information right down here. In the 3 groups you have the name and the title, the mailing address, and then the rest of the contact information. 3 subgroups, left align right there. I think that's going to add great hierarchy to the piece. Letterhead, it's okay. Typically, you don't want to use a individual's contact information. So this you wouldn't use the direct contact information from the business card. You would just use the return address on a letterhead, and typically you could configure that up here or down in the header area and the footer area. But I think right now we've got some without this I think it's a good piece without the interference of this heavy visual weight for this design element right here. Okay, so we jump over to the corporate ad, and I think you're looking pretty good. The watch company that gives you hope, pretty good. One thing oh, by the way, you don't include contact information in an ad. You've got contact information in both these ads here. We don't typically include contact information in an ad, Rick. I just want to get this up here so we can see there's that contact information. Basically, what you want to do is just include in the ad, just really include the website. That way, if somebody wants to go out and take a look at Nathan Watches, they can go ahead on the website and take a look. That's really the only contact information you need. You definitely don't need mailing addresses and things like that on a watch ad. Okay. Again, this visual weight right here is really throwing everything off. Um, nice radial balance right here. Good counterweight. I think this is a pretty good ad. Again, we've got this contact information. You don't need that. One thing I would recommend that you do at this point, I'm seeing a lot of center alignment. Center alignment is very common in student designers. My recommendation as we move through the class is try to get out of the habit of center alignment and only align using, I would say just start practicing using left align, flush left alignment. Rag right, so that way you're not so strictly dependent on center alignment, and I really want you to concentrate on that as we move forward in the class. Okay, so right now this is center aligned, and you kind of got this alternative alignment right here. This is not showing great alignment. Now, granted, we're looking at alignment this week, so I think after this week, your understanding of alignment will be improved tenfold. So Okay, really, really good start. I'll tell you what, if you have any questions, my main concern is the visual weight of the secondary design element. That and the fact that we're missing a lot of sketches. Okay, so all right, if you have any questions at all, please let me know, but I'll be glad to make any necessary clarifications. All right, thank you very much, Andre.